Welcome to MarketPod, your weekly pit stop for all things digital marketing. I'm Anoop, your friendly voice in the marketing maze. Join me as we chat about trends, untangle the web of new tech, and become masters of the marketing craft. We will crack the growth code together. Get ready for practical tips, inspiring stories, and real insights to boost your digital marketing journey. This is MarketPod, brought to you by Yersong Digital. Let's dive in. There will be somewhere around 4 million digital marketers with 2 to 3 years of experience in 2024 and around 6 million with 3 to 5 years of experience. Now, if you're tuning in, chances are you're one of those professionals and you have spent a considerable amount, somewhere around 2 to 5 years, mastering your craft. And you are no stranger to the ever-shifting landscapes of SEO, PPC, content, and social media. So basically, you've graduated from the apprentice phase, but here's a twist. The journey doesn't plateau, especially at expertise. In fact, it evolves. If you're not there yet, it would be best to pause this podcast right away and check out my previous podcast, which was Digital Marketing for Beginners, 0 to 2 years of experience. I'll make sure that I'll put the link in the description. But if you're still here, then congratulations. You're ready to move to the next round. So, imagine yourself at the top of the digital marketing food chain, right? Say a CMO heading a multi-million-dollar campaign. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. The average CMO's tenure is just around 3 years. Okay, maybe your day-to-day doesn't revolve around boardroom decisions just yet, but that lightning-fast CMO turnover tells us one thing, that our industry demands constant evolution. You can't afford to simply rest. That's why this podcast is all about leveling up your game and exploring uncharted territories. We all remember the early days of starting our professional career, right? Remember those times when we were juggling between SEO, PPC, content, social media, wherever we could lay our hands on. But the question is, spreading yourself thin across all those channels, it actually can hold you back. So where do you truly specialize? You as a specialist, a team leader or a manager, I can understand your pressure, especially the pressure to stay competitive and, more important, being a generalist. But the problem is, you could spread yourself too thin. Well, my approach will be that you can be both a T-shaped master. So for those who do not understand what is a T-shaped master, okay, I want you to picture the capital T, okay? There's a vertical line and a horizontal line in T. The vertical line on the T represents your deep expertise in a specific domain. So let's say content writing. This is your core skill, your bread and butter, the area where you shine with specialized knowledge and experience. Now, picture the horizontal line of the T. This represents your broad understanding of related fields and skills. You might know the basics of SEO, grasp the fundamentals of marketing as a developer, or possess strong designing skills. This horizontal arm allows you to connect with other disciplines, collaborate effectively, and adapt to changing landscapes. Not to brag, but T-shaped marketers like us command overall 12% premium over their generalist counterparts. I'm a big fan of tech reviews, right? So I'm gonna give you a little bit of case study and what is going on, right? So that we can understand this thing a little bit better. So in June 2023, MKBHD, who is a great YouTuber, I admire him a lot and watch a lot of his channels. He's got somewhere around 2 to 3 channels on YouTube. And I saw that he got his own merchandise shelf on YouTube. Now this was a game changer because it allowed a couple of YouTube, and they were select YouTube content creators, to showcase their own merchandise directly while the viewers were watching their videos. Right now, it's in the beta phase. So when you see product cards popping up on the right side of MKBHD's video, let's take that example. Those are his own branded items like t-shirts, mugs, phone cases, and tech accessories. Now viewers can click on those cards to learn more about the product and even purchase them directly within the YouTube interface. And it's a clever way for creators like MKBHD to monetize this content and connect with their fans on a way deeper level. It keeps viewers engaged within the platform, which is YouTube in this case, and offers a seamless buying experience without diverting them to external websites. And for viewers, number one, it provides convenience. So basically, as I said, they can purchase the products directly while they're watching the video. Is for any other viewer who's looking at it, they can learn about relevant items related to the video content, because a lot of fans do. They really want to buy those merchandise and then have a stock at their home. So as specialists, we need to embrace the T-shaped model. Now we're going to expand a little bit over here. So basically what you need to do is develop deep expertise in one of your chosen niche while maintaining a broader understanding of all the other disciplines as much as you can. I'm not saying tap into every single thing. So for instance, if you're able to polish your art of video making, just like MKBHD, or his actual name is Marcus Brownlee, and become successful there, right? And then you understand how this entire YouTube feature works. And I want to add this here when it actually rolls out, because Google doesn't have a really good history, and I hope that it doesn't get shelved before it even launches for the public. So basically you can leverage a lot of other YouTube e-commerce functionalities like live shopping, product pins, and once you do that and you have made sure that your vertical line is all set, then you can work on the horizontal lines, for example website, collaboration with other content creators, and strategic partnerships with brands and whatnot. And this doesn't restrict you to just B2C. In B2B, for instance, instead of lengthy technical documents that we create right now, or that a lot of brands do, while you're creating engaging explainer videos. So imagine that you're featuring your B2B product or services using the merchandise shelf and use it to display your brochures, your pricing information, or even lead capture forms. At the end of the day, it will simplify the overall sales funnel, isn't it? So that's the first thing. Now moving on to the next, since I want to, give you a bit of gist about my overall passion, or you would say a hobby right now. I was a musician, and I still am a musician. I create music, not so often, but I do generally. So as a musician myself, let me try an analogy, right? Data whispers a tune, while the insights orchestrate the entire symphony. I don't think you are new to watching data everywhere, popping in every other tool, right? For example, analytics dashboards are well known for a million metrics. But the $1 million question is, how do you move beyond just the vanity metrics and transform this data into actionable insights that drive real results? So I personally use Google Analytics, clubbed with either Zoho PageSense or HubSpot Analytics, based on who my client is. And of course, relying on data analytics tools like Metabase, it really helps. But if you're not there yet, I would strongly suggest start with at least Google Sheet or Microsoft Excel. Basically, they can do the same job. It'll take more time than the tools, but yeah, they will come in handy and they'll be very important. But no matter which tool you use, the penultimate goal is to interpret data trends and identify hidden correlations So let me give you an example of something that is fairly new and how different people can see the same data and draw different conclusions, right? So LinkedIn announced its official public launch of Talent Insights. It was this October, that is 2023, after almost 1 year of beta testing. So basically, it reveals hidden trends, it predicts future workforce needs, and helps HR and talent managers to hire and retain the best people. Sure, LinkedIn Talent Insights might scream HR tool, but listen up. It's super valuable for digital marketing professionals as well, if you know how to use it. So the question will be how? Okay. Number one, to level up your own skills, right? You can identify in-demand skills and see the emerging trends in the digital marketing field. And that will inform your professional development and reskilling needs. You can also compare your skills and experience to the broader talent pool. Understand your strengths and where you need to focus to stay competitive, right? Number two, you can boost your overall career growth. So you can gain insights into potential companies and hiring managers. In fact, you can improve your network connections and your job applications as well. You can also understand salary trends and compensation benchmarks for your expertise, your industry relevance, and it will give you a very strong leverage during salary negotiations. And you can research, career paths beyond your current role, identifying potential transitions within the digital marketing landscape. Or if you want to switch or move to any other department, then that door is also open for you. Number three, so when it comes to the marketing strategies, while you're in a job, let's say, so you can analyze the skill sets and demographics of your target audience. It'll inform your content creation, social media strategies, and basically overall marketing campaigns in a nutshell. You can also analyze talent supply and demand data to anticipate future shifts in the digital marketing landscape. And in turn, it'll allow you to adapt your strategies. And beyond these benefits, you can, advertise your courses or freelance services directly to the right pool and based on their skill set and career aspirations. And I'm not going to get into the courses and freelance service courses, at least I would say. I'm not doing that personally, but a lot of people do that, right? And you can also position yourself as a thought leader by analyzing industry trends and by sharing insights on your social media, interacting with the people, like-minded people, and build up your own communities out of there. So Talent Insights is just one tool in your arsenal and one example, right? However, if used strategically, it can be a powerful asset for digital marketing professionals, as I just said. So it can help you build your skills, as I said, advance your careers, create more impact in your existing job, and to stay ahead of the curve, and especially in the ever-evolving digital landscape. Basically, if I want to summarize it, I would say the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that's the same for data and what insights you can see and then use. So, all right, now that you are an expert in your niche, let's say that you have also cracked the code of data-driven argument-driven conclusions, and then finally actions. So as a senior executive, a team lead, manager, a potential head of marketing or CMO, the stakes are very high. New platforms and tools pop up on a daily basis, especially in today's era. One of the questions asked by a lot of digital marketers is, will digital marketing be obsolete soon? To be very frank, AI's rise had me wondering too. So will digital marketing even exist in the future? But now, after diving headfirst into AI tools and now that I've been religiously using all sorts of AI tools since early 2023 when ChatGPT was a buzz, I have a somewhat different opinion. Okay, so let me explain. So I'll categorize it in 4 different parts. So in the digital marketing sphere itself. So how AI can help, right? So number one, let's say media buying or media planning, right? So AI algorithms can analyze data and maybe they can automatically adjust bids in real time, which can potentially make human media buyers less necessary. I can see that happening. Another will be maybe programmatic advertising. Yeah, I can streamline programmatic advertising buying and maybe potentially replacing the overall need for manual campaign management, which takes a lot of time. Number two, SEO, the search engine optimization. So AI can identify relevant keywords and optimize content based on search engine algorithms, potentially automating the overall aspect of keyword research. AI tools can also identify and fix technical SEO issues on websites, reducing the need for manual audits. Social media. In social media, AI can schedule and publish all the social media posts based on predefined rules and data insights that we nowadays do as prompts. And maybe it'll reduce the need for manual scheduling. Also, AI chatbots can handle basic customer service inquiries and engagement on social media platforms, right? Fourth, I would say email marketing. So in that, AI can personalize your email content. It can automate email sequences, the workflows based on customer behavior and data. So it will potentially minimize the need for manual email creation. And it can also run A/B tests and optimize email elements for maybe better performance, in turn reducing the need for manual analysis and adjustments, right? I cannot say that the entire industry will be wiped out, to be very frank. But yes, I think it's important to remember that AI won't be completely replacing these roles. So humans like us will still be needed for something like defining the overall marketing goals, right? Devising the campaign strategies and making crucial decisions based on human understanding and, more importantly, intuition. We will also be required for crafting brand narratives, which are very compelling, creating engaging content. By that, we mean, kind of things that resonate and connect with the audience that we want to pick up, and then connecting with customers on an emotional level. And above all, which is my favorite thing and which is never gonna go away, will be building trust with customers and fostering long-term relationships. Because no matter how good AI becomes, if you know that on the other side of the chat, there's an AI sitting instead of a human, I'm not sure that I'm going to be that thrilled to talk with that AI. So I think by leveraging AI's capabilities for data analysis, automation, and optimization, while focusing on our own creative, strategic, and human-centric skills, digital marketing professionals like us can continue to thrive and excel in the age of AI. But we need to stay updated. So remember the buzz around Facebook, the rebranding as Meta back in 2021? Well, we know why they did that, the metaverse, right? And trust me, I have been watching all their events. They call that Meta Connect. And apart from Quest 3 and the recent Ray-Ban, the Meta Smart Glasses, I do not see anything. I don't see anything promising yet. But recently, this December, just a couple of weeks back, Microsoft also jumped into the metaverse frenzy with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Some of you may not know the entity, but some of the games that Activision had, or it still has, are Call of Duty, Diablo 4, Warcraft, and those who you guys must have heard of this one, Candy Crush, the mobile app game, right? So this gaming giant brings not only valuable experience in virtual worlds, but also a potential foothold in building communities within the metaverse. And this, in the long term, opens several doors for marketers like us. I mean, this can be considered as a very hot take, but here it is. So, brands can create interactive and engaging virtual experiences within the metaverse. It'll allow customers to directly interact with the products and services. So imagine exploring a virtual showroom for a car or attending a product launch event within a game world. I mean, that would be crazy, right? The metaverse opens doors for highly targeted advertising based on user data and behavior within the virtual environments. Now, imagine brands placing dynamic billboards in virtual landscapes or maybe sponsoring events relevant to specific customer interests or maybe consumer interests, right? Metaverse platforms can become vibrant communities where brands can engage with customers directly. They can foster brand loyalty and gather valuable feedback. So imagine hosting virtual workshops or creating dedicated virtual spaces for brand enthusiasts to connect. So leaders and future leaders like us need to explore how brands can engage and tell their stories in these immersive digital environments in the future. The metaverse according to me, is no longer a distant concept. Especially with Microsoft's move, we see a convergence of digital realms. And as leaders, or as future leaders, we should anticipate the potential of this metaverse shift and explore innovative ways to connect with audience in these virtual spaces. So think of yourself as a digital explorer. You're basically charting the, uncharted territory of new technologies. So staying ahead of the curve and understanding the potential of emerging tools can give you a distinct edge in the competitive digital landscape, be it AI, be it metaverse, or who knows what is coming next for us, right? The next thing that I would like to address are the tools and technologies in our digital marketing space, right? So here's a problem. What I like to call is subscription fatigue from a gazillion software, tools, apps, platforms. It only does one thing right. Basically, as businesses, it sucks your budget dry. And same thing goes for any marketing professional, right? You have got a budget, you have to work under it. And while making sure that your overall capital expenses, or if we want to call operational expenses as the marketing budget and the tools, it actually bleeds money for you, right? If they're not used right. So as a specialist or as a digital marketing manager, you know the importance of efficiency and productivity. The key over there is to prioritize and invest in those tools that integrate seamlessly and address your specific pain points. So, like a recent marketer study found that companies waste somewhere around 26% of their martech budget, marketing technology budget, due to lack of integration and ineffective utilization. And we are talking about billions of dollars down the drain because of lack of the right selection or utilization of the tools. Personally, I have seen several companies buying like HubSpot hubs, costing them around 4,000 to 5,000 USD per month. And even though they are buying it, they are not using it properly. I remember this another client of mine with whom we did a Martech optimization drive. So I love these kind of sprints that we have, that I do a lot. So basically, they were using around, they were using around 20 tools for marketing, sales, customer service, and internal operations. Many tools overlapped in functionality, and eventually that was leading to redundant subscriptions and wasted resources. It took me and their team around 6 months, right from auditing to strategizing, implementation, training, monitoring, optimization, all those steps, right? But at the end, we had let go of 5 tools. Yeah. And got one tool as a replacement for 5 others. I won't tell the name or give you the name, but if you want to know this, just hit me up on LinkedIn. I'll let you know and give you a very detailed case study of what actually happened and how we did that. Continuing that, we switched to premium versions of 5 tools. So my client was at the end of the year paying for only 6 tools. And now the company was saving $25,000 per year. Also factors like, integrated data flows, cross-department collaboration. When you have this sort of integration and very clear headset of where you want your MarTech to be, it results in a very streamlined workflow. And all these factors, when we were done with the entire optimization, it played a crucial role in increasing the productivity of the entire team. Having the right tools and right optimization, right sync is extremely important. But technology is impressive. But remember, the heart of marketing lies in human connection, right? That's where soft skill comes in. Your secret weapons for collaboration and client relationships. That is where it matters the most. So working across teams, managing demanding clients, I know we've all got them. Navigating like office politics, that happens also. It's enough to make you, just yearn for a solo island escape. It happens. But collaboration, when done right, can be your greatest strength. Like companies with extremely high level of employee collaboration, they can achieve even 20% or even more than that, higher profitability that I've seen. In a nutshell, what I would say and what would be my take will be like teamwork is about getting things done faster, yet better. So in remote and hybrid work environments that we are living in today, the osmosis learning that naturally occurs in co-located teams can absolutely in general take a hit. But there are always different ways to maintain that collaborative learning and to keep that spirit and the growth thriving. So how you can do that is or are couple of pointers would be like, okay, so let's try to schedule virtual meetings specifically for idea sharing and collaborative problem solving. So this thing mimics the informal water cooler conversations or coffee table conversations, and they often spark innovation in offices. So you need to make sure that you have some sort of activity that you are doing for that, and they need to be with the team. You can assign projects that require collaboration between different departments, like say SEO and content creators. They are working together on let's say one keyword rich blog post or several of them. If they do these kind of collaborations with one another, it will expose everyone to new perspectives, and it will also strengthen inner team understanding. You need to make sure that all the different teams, not just content and SEO, but the entire marketing team is not working in the silos, and the same goes for all the other departments as well. So these kind of strategies need to be created. If you're a manager or a team lead or TL, you have to keep this thing in mind. Apart from these things, I'm a big fan of documentation. I use Notion all the time, to be very frank. And what you can do is, even whatever tool you're using for documentation, you need to create some internal wikis, some shared documents, or even video tutorials where team members can document their expertise and share best practices. This fosters a culture of continuous learning and empowers everyone to stay updated on the latest trends. So to grow in your digital marketing profession, all of us you, I, and everyone who's listening to this, we need to hone our communication, collaboration, um, and of course, conflict resolution skills. So you need to build strong relationships with the colleagues and clients, be a master negotiator, and remember, sometimes just a well-placed smile is more powerful than 1,000 keywords. Maybe you can use tools like Slack or Skype for seamless internal communications, and Jira or Asana for collaborative project management, where instead of calling or sending messages all the time, you have automated the entire process of communication. But in case, if required, then maybe they can have a chat with one another or call one another, right? All right. So communication, collaboration, conflict resolution. If you're past that, you're well on your way to becoming a pro, right? If you're already a pro, then you're gonna become a veteran. But even superheroes need downtime, right? Who doesn't? Because the hustle that we are envisioning our future professional career to be, it can leave you fried. And I think it's time that we addressed and conquer the ultimate foe, which is the burnout. So if you're someone who is right now going through this phase, I feel you. It clearly states that you have the fire to grow and learn. So a study by Indeed, it was published in February 2023. It says that around 1/3 of digital marketers experience burnout due to constant pressure and long hours. And that is actually true. If you just think of yourself, it happens, right? Full-time digital marketers might typically spend anywhere from 6 to 12 hours per day in front of the screens. This includes work on computers, laptops, mobile devices, and also personal time, right, in front of the screens. And trust me, over the course of time, this fast-paced digital landscape, it takes a serious toll on well-being. So prioritizing mental health and physical well-being, it's not just a trend, it's a crucial investment in sustainable success for you as an individual and in fact for your entire team. Work-life balance, it's very crucial for peak performance. It's not a trendy buzzword. So what you need to do is basically exercise if you can, disconnect from tech, try mindfulness. Also, some people may have different opinions, but I personally track my sleep using Apple Watch. I mean, you can do the same with any smartwatch, right? You can schedule meditation sessions like I do with Calm. If you're in India, get a gym membership from Cult. I mean, it's totally worth it. Occasionally, I also go on a lot of bike rides. I check out new craft beers that are popping up in town and just find the balance that brings you peace. So you have to figure it out, but you need to make sure that you have that balance. Moving to the next phase, so remember, the overall digital battlefield that we call our marketing space it's just one aspect of your journey. As professionals, we've got to keep exploring and connecting with our fellow professionals. We have to share our knowledge, help others level up, and what's better to build a community of support and like-minded people. So that is the goal that I'm striving for. So recapping all the points very quickly. Number one, ditch the one-size-fits-all approach. Please do that. Embrace the T-shaped model. Be a master of your craft with a dash of diverse skills to stay on top. Number two, think of AI as your super smart personal assistant. Use its power to fuel your campaigns instead of getting bogged down. Number three, don't wait for trends to catch up. Be a pioneer, not a follower. and be an early adopter of the future of marketing as much as you can do that. Number 4, streamline your tech stack, integrate, prioritize, and improve cost effectiveness and productivity. Number 5, collaborate. Collaboration is your secret weapon. Hone your communication, empathy, and teamwork skills. And number 6, consider burnout as your enemy and well-being as your shield. So make sure that you prioritize your mental and physical health. So there you have it, guys. The 2 to 5 year mark, it's not a plateau. It's a launch pad. Embrace the challenges, hone your skills, and keep learning. With the right mindset, the right tools, and appropriate strategies, you can conquer the digital battlefield and become a true marketing master. So go on, level up, and remember, with digital power comes a great responsibility and maybe a slightly higher paycheck. Okay, so connect with your team and clients. Remember, the human touch is your ultimate weapon in the digital age. And most importantly, let's enjoy this wonderful journey. As Albert Einstein once said, the moment you stop learning, you start dying. And I think all of us here are just getting started. Thanks for tuning into Market Pod. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. Stay connected for more trends, tech talk, and growth hacks. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, shoot us a message on our socials. This is Anoop signing off. Till next time, stay curious, stay creative, and stay marketing savvy. Cheers.